This is the Jungle Emergency B2 backpad kit. Look at this, a nice tough canvas cloth that is filled with like hay. There's the zipper. Type 3 goggles, M1943. That leather frame. Those things haven't even been opened in a while. The leather's stiff, you wouldn't want to pull them open too much. Protection against dust, wind, excessive light, and glare. Various survival stuff, fishing hooks. First aid kit. Boric acid ointment. That's pre-neosporin, that's for sure. 6 iodine swabs. And then some ammonia inhalants. A couple different kinds of band-aids there. You got the small dressings and then actual band-aid strips. Look at that. Adhesive compress. Insect repellent, a sharpening stone, atabrine tablets, fusies. Everything you're gonna need for hunting. Matches. And this thing. Machete. Look at that beaut. Thing's awesome. It's pretty much unused. That's a certain woodman's pal. Cattaraugus, USA. Cosmoline coated. A foldable machete. And look, got your compass and a pocket knife here. Look at this. Classic old compass. Brass. Yeah, US. It still works. This pamphlet here is filled with survival knowledge and whatnot. Oh hey, it even teaches you how to be like Tom and Hook. And you can build a raft. Look at that. And these guys knew how to do it. They could survive. And if they didn't, well, they probably wouldn't. Mosquito head net, old school. Look at this one. It's definitely a classic. See? Smells like an old Army and Navy store. Here's your pocket knife and fishing kit. A fishing kit with no weights, just line and 2 hooks. 1 line, 2 hooks, in sea or brooks. Produce much fun, food, fish et al. To owners of the woodman's pal. Then cook your food, bet fish or fowl, light leaves or grass through Victor glass. Build bed and hut of cocoa leaves, spare ribs and hide from sores and grieves. Compassion our hearts do burn, and hopefully bid you safe return. Your pal. That bolo folding machete. These are the 5-minute fusies. The earlier backpads were 15-minute fusies. These, that's empty, but that's a matchbook or a container that have matches in it. Looks like somebody already needed them because it's empty. Everything you're gonna need in that kit. This is 100 years in U.S. survival rations. 1918, the U.S. Army Emergency Ration. Actually, this goes back to 1899, but they were utilized with pilots in scout planes on the Mexican border. I got one etched, San Antonio, Texas, 1936. These things were getting used into the 30s. The U.S. Emergency Air Corps Ration, 1939. And you got this thing, 1943. Parachute rations. The first time they put in one of these lacquer-coated key open of this style. It's pretty much like a K ration in a can. And then you got this, which that was part of B4 backpads. This is C1 survival vest. It's a year later, it's upgraded and simplified, and then they make it complicated again. By 1947-48, Food Packet Survival Arctic and Food Packet Survival Tropic. These are made for like 15 years or so, and simplified after 1963, its final year. It gets replaced the same year, again simplified back to one single ration, Food Packet Survival. That's 1963. Then 1964-65, Food Packet Survival General Purpose. That's what it's called. It lets you know it's for everything. And that gets continued along and made for all the way up until 1987-88. And then it switches over to this aluminum tin. And that's 1988 to 1992. Simplified and optimized, even more so in being from about 1,000 calories, just under, up to 1,447, expanding the menu variation of the bars, being more palatable. And see Oklahoma League for the Blind, assembled by blind people. It's so cool. They give them some work. And 10 years later, it's now called New View. Actually, it was called New View in 2013. That's a 2018. Emergency Air Corps ration. Weighs just over 1 pound. 474 grams. Galvanized steel. It's pretty heavy for its size. And dense, too. Solid. A little bit of rusting. Who knows with this light pitting if it rusted through or not. Might as well open it. Especially considering I'm not 100% sure exactly as to what's in there. It could just be chocolate bars. It could be some other stuff too. You never know. Some of the cleanest soldering. Look at that. When empty, use container for water. It's so thin. Like how do you... I wonder how that works. Huh. There was a key soldered on the front. Just like this. But it bumped off years ago. Who knows where the original key is, but this one right here, that's how it would originally look. Just like that. See? Yes. No give to it at all. It's like, I gotta open this thing. I can't help it. Like, you can't even squeeze like the most solid ration. I mean, is it just chocolate bars? Is there some candy or something like malted milk tablets in there? What? Maybe some coffee? Who knows? It's kind of exciting. I'll bet you these guys were having fun with these things, you know? That's what I would do. Let's give it a look. Some kind of oxidation. Oh, the key broke. That's rare. The key went like that. Broke under heat here. It's just chocolate bars. Oh man. It's 1,800 calories of field ration D. Oh yeah, that's definitely not looking that great. Aluminum wrapped field ration D. There are 3 of them in there. This thing is indeed the same later when they replace it with... Oh, geez. You know, I was really hoping at least for it to be in better shape. What did I expect for its age? Those are some early Field Ration D bars, too. You know, they are the aluminum paper wrapped. Wow, that really is kind of cool anyway. It's like, it smells kind of good, actually. It's like, oh, geez. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. It smells quite metallic and unfortunate, really. At least it didn't cost any more than it did. I mean, it is pretty exciting still. I mean, gosh, holding that Army Air Corps. It's like an early usage of Field Ration D for survival rations. I mean, it just smells like dusty metallic chocolate. Here. Let's just, oh, no, here. Like that. There we go. Well, I'm sure it's just as good for display, really. Wouldn't have known for how solid it was, see? Well, now it's not. I wonder if I could just kind of maybe put this back on there or something. Is that even possible? Probably not. The Emergency Air Corps ration was replaced with U.S. Army Field Ration D. That is what replaced this, a waxed box tropical chocolate for a tropical kit. Now let's close this up. And this thing here, hay filled, horsehair or hay, one or the other. The thing is, I'd be sleeping on this. That'd be my happy pillow. This is a complete, fantastic kit. Look at this, the Type B2. Property of Air Force U.S. Army, Cable Raincoat Company. Alright, up next is going to be the E-17 Pilot's Survival Kit, the Personal Aid Kit, Army Air Force. Alright, cool. See ya.